All right. Woo! Yeah, I'm still here. All right. Woo! Okay. All right. So, hey everybody. Uh, back when I was in high school. Yo. Back when I was in high school, we used to play a game all the time back in our backyards. It was called airsoft. It was a lot of fun. We played all the time. And I remember one time, me and my friends, we had this treehouse fort. And they were in the fort. And we had our guns and we were like, how are we going to break into this fort and like shoot them apart? We were mean with airsoft. We get like right on top of you and shoot you. We were not very good. But we were like, how are we going to get in there? And we got a plan. We're all going to give our best rebel yell and just charge the fence. We were going to go, and then charge. And that's what we were going to do. And all my friends were like, yeah, we're going to do that. Let's follow you. I'm going to follow you all the way. And so I yell, I charge off. And what happened was they snuck out of the fort when we weren't looking. And they made this sort of circle around the fort. So when we ran up into it, they were going to do this. But it wasn't me and all my buddies that got destroyed. You see, what happened was I yelled and I got my gun. I chased off after them. And they all just stood there because they were scared not to go. So I come charging in all by myself. It was pretty epic. And then I just got obliterated. And, they all went bang, 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 like that. And so I ended up with a lot of whelps and stuff, and it wasn't so great. But you ever seen a group of people, or you probably have, everybody's done it. But like, you stand for something. You stand for something. You say, I'm a part of this. I'm a part of RCA. I'm an artist. And they don't live it out. You don't always live it out. It's not always exactly who you are, because it might not totally be exactly who you are. You see, people say things a lot. People say this, people say that. But if their heart's not really in it, then you're going to see it through their actions. You're going to see it through how they act and how they live. You find out who the person is by what they do. There's a guy in the Bible, really strong guy. I got a picture of him. A really super strong guy. Yeah, there he is, Sampson. Sampson, big, strong muscles. And what he would do, he was chosen by God to lead Israel out of being captured by the Philistines. His job was to protect Israel. That was his job. And he was a Nazirite, which means he was separated, and he was separated special for God. That meant he couldn't drink any alcohol. It meant he could not cut his hair. And it meant he couldn't touch anything that was dead. Well, Samson, he was also a judge. And so everybody looked up to him. But he wasn't always about what he believed. When you saw Samson, you said, from what he was a judge and a Nazirite. So when you looked at him, you were supposed to see man of God, strong leader, totally devoted for God. But if you looked at his life, he wasn't exactly always that way. He broke all his Nazirite vows, and when he broke the last one, God took away his strength. But he wasn't just about that. He was supposed to set an example for the Israelites. And the Israelites, you weren't allowed to marry outside of Israel. And he was supposed to set the example, but he didn't. He married, I think, once or twice outside of Israel. And then he ended up hanging out, and he ended up having a girlfriend hooker later, and she kind of cut his hair, and he kind of lost everything right there. Yeah, huh? Yeah, that's what it was. But as you go through your life and go through the rest of your school, and you go through your life, remember who you are and what you stand for. And remember, am I portraying who I am by what I do? Is what I'm saying I believe really what I believe? How many people I hear people a lot outside in the world, they say, "Oh, Christians aren't about that. Christians, they don't know what they're talking about. They're a bunch of hypocrites." It's because a lot of Christians are what we call Sunday Christians. They come to church, they act good at church Sunday, but outside they're not about anything they preached on Sunday. They're not about anything they said on Sunday. They're about something totally different because their heart's not in the right place. And did Jesus ask that our actions be what? Our actions be this, our actions be that? Is that what Jesus wanted? Is that what Jesus asked? Is that what God wanted? No, what did God ask for? Huh? For our heart, because our heart displays of what we want, because our heart shows what it is we want, what it is we're all about. God doesn't ask for our actions of what we do. He wants your heart. He wants to know where your heart is. So I ask you, where's your heart at? Where have you put it? Where is your faith into? All right, that's it for today.